Estamos en compañía de Ujesh Desai, quien es vicepresidente Product Marketing para Motorola Nvidia. Uh, Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Excellent. I'm very happy to know the new product for Motorola, and I want you first starting just explain me why Nvidia. What is the origin of this name that Motorola has gave to this new tablet?
So, so Nvidia, we are a company based in California, and we make a chip called Tegra 2. And Tegra 2 is the chip inside the Motorola Zoom tablet. So Motorola is our customer, and we work with Motorola.
Okay, so you are the supplier for Motorola for the chip that
Correct.
comes with. Okay,
Correct. Our
uh,
chip, it's a mobile super chip,
okay.
and it's in the Motorola Zoom tablet, and it's also in the Motorola Atrix phone. So
Okay.
we work closely with Motorola and their engineering team to use our chip and put it inside of their new phone and their new tablet.
Okay. Um, what is the difference between the chip of the Motorola and the chip of the iPad?
So the Tegra 2 that Motorola is using, the difference between the chip in here and the iPad is the first thing is that it's the world's first dual core processor. So on a PC, Intel talks about, Core 2 Duo and quad core, a CPU that has more than one core.
Yes.
That hasn't ever happened in the mobile space until now.
Until
So
now.
with Nvidia Tegra 2, this is the world's first dual core phone.
Okay.
So two cores in your phone.
That, what will be the explanation so that people can understand what is dual core? What does it makes? What's the benefit for the
Sure.
customer?
So just like on your PC, the reason you have a multi-core CPU on your PC, and then you also have what we call a GPU, which is a graphics processor. You need both of those to work together on your PC,
Okay.
so it can be very fast.
Okay, so one does one job and the other does the other part of the job.
Yeah, so the CPU can do all of the multitasking, so you can browse through different
Okay,
windows, and then the
alright.
GPU draws everything that you see on the screen.
That's what allows to make this, um, um, let's say, phone or tablet multitasking because of the dual core.
Exactly. It allows you to do multitasking, and because we designed the chip and it's very efficient, you can do all the multitasking and have good performance, but also have great battery life. Because on the phone, you also have to have good battery life. You
How will let's say the processor is probably the component that consumes more energy and the screen, no? Uh, in this case, how long the battery will last with your chip and the Motorola?
So it depends. I mean, on what you're doing, and if you're playing a game all day long, obviously it's not going to run the full day. But in most of the testing that we've done on the tablet and the phone, and you'd have to talk to Motorola because they'll do all the measurements. But I get a full day out of the phone easily, using it all day long, checking email, surfing the web. I'll play the occasional game, and it just works fine.
One more thing is you work exclusively with Motorola or you're working with other companies?
We're working. It's a good question. We're working with other companies as well. So LG is a partner. They announced a phone called the LG Optimus 2X that has our Tegra 2 chip. They also announced a tablet called the LG Optimus Pad. And then last night at a press conference, Samsung announced that their next generation 10.1-inch tablet would also have Tegra 2 in it.
And the one they have right now, it doesn't have the Tegra 2?
The current Samsung does not have Tegra 2.
Okay.
The new one will. In fact, this is Tegra 2 if you want to see it.
Oh,
So you can see the chip itself is smaller than a dime.
Oh,
And that
so
chip has 2 CPUs. It has a GPU for graphics processor. It has a video processor. It has an audio processor. Basically, that's the entire computer,
Wow.
and it's smaller than a
But
dime.
that comes with a phone or the tablet?
This chip is in the phone, and it's also in the tablet.
Oh, is it the same size?
Uh, Same size chip, yes.
The same size chip.
Yeah.
Make
Can power the tablet.
the tablet also.
Yes.
Wow. And will you have an idea how much uh, is the cost of of the chip if you the percentage of the cost of the component?
We don't reveal the percentage of the cost of the chip, but it's a very powerful chip, and it can do some great things.
You will say it's probably one of the most expensive part of the.
I would say the chip is priceless.
One more thing, what is the capacity of the chip?
So the capacity is different, right? The capacity is the
I know it's the hard drive, but what it means is how fast you can.
It's extremely fast. I mean, I showed you. I can show it again here. But one of the things you can do on here, and gaming is a big thing that we see people doing on the tablet. And what we want to do is with our chip, just because you play a game on the mobile phone, it shouldn't be a dumbed down game. It should be a really good game, just as good as what you find on a console. So this game that we're showing here, Riptide, is the same game that you would see on an Xbox 360. And you could see the graphics here on the game. And it's playing it right on the tablet. In fact, downstairs in our booth, we have someone playing a tablet against someone on a PlayStation 3. So they're playing against each other.
So it's as fast and as the quality is comparable to the PlayStation.
The quality is there in the sense that the game developer can take the same exact game that they made for the PlayStation 3 and they can run it. You can run it on here.
That's good.
Now it depends on the game, but they're going to start doing that now.
Okay, because they have an agreement, I guess.
We work with them and they're excited, right? Because if they can take their game and move it from a PlayStation 3 to a tablet or even a phone, everyone carries a phone, right? So they can sell so many more games. So the game developers are really excited about the opportunity.
Can you show us the multitasking on the Nvidia tablet?
Sure. So what I can do here is the first thing I could show in Honeycomb is if I click here, you can see that you have all these different widgets and you have multiple desktops. So you can actually take a widget here and I can drag and drop it onto this desktop here and I can put it on here and then I can click on here. You can easily go through all these windows. If you click here, it opens the last 4 things that you're working on because it's a multitasking operating system. So I can click on here and say, okay, I want to go back to watching videos. It brings up all the videos and I can just scroll through and you can see the graphics performance. It draws the videos. It's very smooth. It's very interactive. And all of this is Google Honeycomb, which is built right on Tegra 2 running on the Motorola. So.
And what about if you have a book and you are reading, if you want to find, for example, the meaning of the word, how do you do that?
So that would depend on the person that wrote the application of the book. But I know people are looking at doing those kinds of things where you can click on a word and look it up, and then it would pop up a web browser, and you could see the definition of the word. So now that the tablet, has a powerful chip, and it can do things like multitasking, I think you'll see more and more applications come out that can do fun things.
This tablet had double camera.
It has 2 cameras, one in the front for taking pictures, but also one in the back here so I can do video conferencing, which is something you can't do on the iPad.
Okay. What other difference you can note of?
So I think the video conferencing is a difference. The gaming is a difference that I talked about. The other thing is Flash, Adobe Flash. So if you remember when the iPad and the iPhone came out, Apple and Adobe kind of got into a little argument of how important is Flash, and we work closely with Adobe and we think Flash is very important. 90% of the websites use Flash. So with our Tegra 2, in the Motorola tablet or the phone, you can go to any website and you can look at Flash videos, you can even play Flash games, and all of that runs perfectly.
You can make a phone call from there.
Uh, I don't believe you can make a phone call from the tablet, but you would have to ask Motorola.
And what about if I want to take a picture or a video?
You can take a picture, you can capture video. Downstairs we're showing, this has on the side, actually it's down here, it has a HDMI out. So after I take a video or a photo, I can plug HDMI into my big screen TV and I can watch the video or the photo back on my TV. I can do the same thing even with my phone. So here on the phone, here HDMI out as well. So we have demos downstairs where we're showing 1080p high definition video off the phone plugged into the Motorola dock, and you're playing it on a big high def TV.
Do you have an idea how much it's going to cost this tablet and when it's going to be available for United States?
So I don't know if pricing has been announced yet. You'd have to talk to Motorola. But my understanding is they've started taking pre-orders in the United States, and it'll ship on February 24th.
Okay. And Europe doesn't have any date?
You would have to ask Motorola. They control the ship date.
Well, thank you, Jesh.
Thank you for your time.
I hope that you make very good deals with this new chip with Samsung, LG.
I hope so too.
Yeah, and congratulations because of this tiny little chip that allows the Nvidia, let's say the tablet from Motorola works perfectly and move all the application and do multitasking, a lot of things that definitely Apple is looking for in the next product they're gonna launch.
Yeah, we're really excited. Motorola is a great partner, and we've had a great time working with them, and we're excited that they picked Tegra 2 to put in their Zoom and in the phone, and both of these products are great products, and I can't wait for all my family and friends to go out and buy one.
Thank you. A los amigos televidentes que continuamos aquí en la feria, mejor dicho, en el Congreso Mundial de Móviles de Barcelona. Despedimos a nuestro invitado, vicepresidente, Product Marketing de Nvidia, y sigan con nosotros que en breve tenemos más contenidos para ustedes.